Peace, love, and light to all the gods watching this. I'm out here trying to watch my baby's clothes. Living a very peaceful life. What's peace to you, Corey? What's peace?
Respect.
Respect? What else?
Love.
Love. How do you keep yourself at peace?
To be calm and to breathe. And be at peace and chill.
What happens if you're not at peace?
The germs.
The germs. What else?
The parasites.
The parasites. What do the parasites do?
They go all around and bite my body.
Yes. If you're not at peace, the parasites get you, right? What else happens if you're not at peace?
All that worms crawling in me, biting my whole body. To be in my eyes and my brain, and I can't think right.
Can't think right.
The parasites don't get me at peace. They'll take my whole body of my space. Get angry and tense up.
You get angry and tense up. Yes, ma'am. Yes, you do.
Bye.
Peace is love, honor, respect, acknowledgement, awareness, stillness. It's not happiness. You don't have to be happy to be at peace. Many people don't really know what is true peace. Is peace being happy all the time? Is peace being rich? What is peace? Peace is defined within your heart and your mind and your spirit. Let's talk about it. Peace is being okay with what is, no matter if you like it or not. It doesn't imply peace is perfection. Peace is far from perfection, but peace is acceptance. Peace is grace. Peace is empathy. Peace is love. In moments of stillness, do you feel a need to distract? Do you always have to be occupied? Or can you be present? Can you sit with yourself? Can you feel? Reporting live from the beach. To be at peace doesn't mean that you don't face trials and tribulations. If anything, it's the opposite, because it's not about what you experience, it's how you handle it. When you are a peaceful person, people are going to test you. You're gonna have to deal with people's projections, with people thinking that you're better than them, or that people will be triggered by your ability to maintain your peace and composure. And people will go out their way to make you mad, to get a reaction out of you. And it's so easy to allow that to happen. It's so easy to allow people to manipulate your emotions to be used against you. You gotta be able to withstand people's projections. If somebody's in your face, telling you all the worst things you are, if you're around someone who doesn't like you, trying to tell you about yourself, you're such an evil person, you're annoying, I don't like being around you, you'll never make it in life, just being negative in your ear. Say you're in a situation where you're trying to grow as a person, but you're around somebody who just keeps bringing out this darker side of you. You have to maintain control of self and be able to take responsibility for your own emotions. You cannot blame the outside world for your lack of peace. You have to take accountability for yourself. It takes a lot to be able to receive attacks from others and still staying strong and not letting it affect you. It's so easy to be triggered and just be like, and let these people bring out the worst side of you. But anything that could bring out a dark side of you has control and power over you. You don't have control and power of yourself if something external can disturb the peace within. It's very important to practice that, to practice being able to let things slide off your back. And that don't mean that you just let people disrespect you, but it's being able to stand up for yourself in a way that's very integral, in a way that's very non-confrontational, in a way that's just very graceful. When they say kill them with kindness, it's actually a lot more powerful than cursing somebody out or just being a demon, you know? It says a lot more, and you get a lot more respect when you can do things with respect and honor. If you could tell somebody about themselves in a way that's not demeaning or negative, they're much more likely to receive it than if you're cursing at them and trying to make them feel down. Your peace is your responsibility and yours alone. Peace is not, oh, I live a very graceful life and I don't have any issues, my life is perfect, all things are well. That's not peace. Like I said, it's not about what you experience, but how you experience it. You know, my life is very peaceful. I've cultivated an amount of peace within my spirit, but that doesn't mean I don't encounter obstacles. It's just all about how you handle it, and it's all about how you see it. You got to be able to flow with the tides. Like, a wave is never 100% up. Life, you can't expect things to always be going right. You can't expect things to always be going perfect. That's just impossible. That'll never happen. If you look at the waves, you see they rise and they fall. That's how they move. In order to move, in order for movement to occur, you have to rise and you have to fall. Now, life mimics nature. So in order to progress in life, you go up and you go down. So we can't depend on happiness in order to be fulfilled and at peace within ourselves, because happiness is temporary, but peace is eternal. Peace is forever. So to find peace in every moment, don't seek happiness, but seek acceptance. When you accept everything that is, nothing can shake you, nothing can move you. When you don't have any expectations on how life should be or what life should be, everything is bliss. Because when you have expectations and you expect something to go a certain way and it doesn't, now you're disappointed. But if you have no expectations and things just come to you and you're just like, all right, that's it. It is what it is. That's life. That's peace. That's eternal peace. True peace is not disturbed from the outside. It can only ever be disturbed from within. To be like, oh, I'm not at peace because this, da-da-da. I'm not at peace because this person is just so negative in my ear. I'm not at peace because I live in this type of environment. Those are just excuses, one. Those are all just excuses. Because peace is something that's internal. Internal and eternal. It cannot be disturbed at all. Oh, I see, gracias. So, you know, the lady just asked me permission to sit next to me. Permiso. Yeah, see. Thank you for asking. It's okay. I'm not bothered. I can still talk. I'm not bothered. My peace still exists. I can still sit here and make a YouTube video at peace because there's peace within my spirit and there's peace within me. True peace cannot be blamed on the external. So we got to stop making excuses for ourselves. Oh, I can never be at peace around you, or this person will never allow me to be at peace. It's a journey. It takes strength to be at peace. You got to be strong. It's a lot harder to be at peace than it is to be mad. It's so easy to react negatively and be mad and project and allow triggers to get you than it is to just be at peace. It's harder to choose peace. It takes a lot more strength. So yeah.
That was a video. Yay!
Oh yeah.
Girl taxi, las mujeres, taxi de mujer.
Girl taxi.
Pura vida, pura vida.
When you get to that moment and you want to react out of anger or you want to react due to triggers, you have to be able to take a step back, pause, and be still for a second. You have to be able to control yourself, literally, because you're going to be tested. It's so easy to be like, oh, I'm not going to give this person no more of my energy. But when you put in that position, you really have to be able to make a difference. You really have to be able to be like stop yourself from reacting. I had to do it yesterday.
What?
I'm recording part 2 of my video. What are you doing? All right, so finish cleaning so I could cook. Anyway, you have to be able to be strong enough to take a step back, pause, breathe, regulate your nervous system. That's the main thing. If it gets to a point where you are very triggered, the goal is to remove all triggers, remove the ability to even be triggered, but that's a journey. So when you do get to the point where triggers do happen and you feel yourself about to get to that lower moment or you feel that darkness about to come out, you have to be able to regulate your nervous system. Breathing, stillness, pausing, watching your thoughts. Don't react. Think about that thing that you want to do. Think about what would happen if you don't do it. Think about what would happen if you do it. If you do it, 9 times out of 10, you already know the reaction that you get reacting to triggers. But if you don't, you create a new reality. When that tension starts to build up, you have to know how to release it. How do you release it? Movement. Stagnant emotions get trapped in the body as trauma and tension. So another way of maintaining peace within yourself and staying at peace within yourself is constantly keeping your body flowing. Just as you keep the emotions flowing and you keep the mind flowing, you keep the body flowing too. Start moving. You start getting stressed out, stretch. Stretch. Stretch a little bit. Because when you stretch your body, you can stretch your mind. And then you can step outside of your limited perspective and see from a broader point of view. See clearer. Enhance the vision. That you could take a step back and be like, you know what? Step outside of the way you used to seeing things, which is very limited, and see the bigger picture. Because to be at peace, you have to be self-aware. You have to be aware of more than just one dimension of reality. To be at peace is to have different perceptions and to know that life is subjective. Peace is remaining connected to something outside of you. When it gets to be too much, remember that there's another perspective that exists. There's another way of looking at it. And you look to the Creator. Mostly found in nature, so spending time with the source, the direct source, which is nature, the Creator, and asking the right questions. Asking for another perspective. Asking to see the light of a situation and not being pessimistic. Not feeling sorry for yourself and not being a victim, but using every opportunity in life as a way to grow, a way to better yourself, a way to become a better person, is by seeing opportunity in every situation, whether it's quote unquote good or bad, always taking advantage to life. If you believe that everything is always working out in your highest favor, then that shall be. That's the truth that persists. Everything is always working out, so nothing can ever go wrong. It all goes back to the saying, it's not about what you experience, it's how you experience it. How you perceive it, your perception. It's your perception of reality. Reality isn't concrete, it's how you receive it and how you perceive it. But you cannot receive without perceiving, you have to perceive first. Which comes with awareness, self-awareness. You must be self-aware. You can't be at peace and you're not aware of yourself. That way your darkness can be used against you. Your demons can be used against you. That's how you fall victim to triggers and anger, because you're not aware of why you're angry. But when you're aware of the why, the answers reveal themselves. When you understand why, everything becomes clear and no issues exist. As long as you have understanding of why, no such thing as a problem. Peace and love. Peace is water. Peace is love. Peace is abundance. Prosperity. Flowing through all things. Water is fluid, it's soft, but it can weather a rock away through time, patience, and persistence. Water is the strongest force, and it's also the most subtle. It's a balance.